So, honest question. Would you guys rather have a pet lobster or a pet pangolin? If you don't know what a pangolin is, you should go to Google and type pangolin, Pangolin. Get back to me on that. I might actually add a poll to this video right here for that question, because I need an answer. I need an answer, okay? Just comment it, poll it, I don't care. I need an answer. Lobsters or pangolins? Your decision. Just tell me, please. Anyway, welcome back, dear listener. I hope you are doing well. That wasted about 20 seconds of my intro, so I'm going to try to make this one a little shorter. As you can tell, I'm already speaking faster. That's fantastic. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. I hope you guys are ready, because this video is 5 strange encounters or strange experiences. Basically, this is a collection of stories with out-of-body experiences, shadow people, paranormal stuff. It's interesting experiences. So I think I'm going to title this one 5 Terrifying Experiences from Reddit. I hope you are ready to listen to these stories, because I'm ready to read them out loud into this microphone for you. I hope that you enjoy. This was about almost 2 years ago when I was 16, and I didn't think much of it, but I was reminded of it today, and it gave me the chills. I went to sleep one night normally, only to wake up. But I woke up in an almost like an alternate body. I woke up, looked down at my bed, and I could see myself sleeping there, and I got terrified. I remember trying to wake up and move, but I couldn't. I turned my head around to look out the window. I sleep next to a window, and I see an all-black but very well-defined man with no face or eyes walking toward my front door, and I got this crushing feeling that he was going to attack me. I remember jumping out of my bed and running straight to my door, which was open, although it was closed in real life, and then getting to the front door, which was also open in the dream, but closed in real life. And I began to fight that figure against the door, trying not to let him in, but he was gaining on me. Until, all of a sudden, the door just slammed shut and I woke up in my actual body. Another experience I had is a two-parter somewhat. In one dream, I remember seeing a red eye peek through the crack of my door. This dream only lasted about a minute, but I remember seeing it as if I was awake, but I wasn't. It gave me a really uneasy feeling, but I ended up going back to sleep that night. A few nights later, I got another experience where I was like a camera in my room, and I was just watching myself sleep from a heightened perspective and had a complete overview of my room. But I wasn't an actual person or a body. I was just like a head, or a camera or something. Anyways, as I'm experiencing this, a dark figure with 2 red eyes, the same eyes from the crack in my door if I recall correctly, slowly opens my door and walks over to my sleeping body. He stands there and just watches over it. This goes on for about 2 minutes until I start feeling uneasy, and thought to myself that I want to end this, and then it ended soon after. The figure never really did anything. These types of experiences have never happened to me again, and I'm really curious as to why I had them around the same time of each other. I would say I had these in the span of maybe a month or 2. I struggle with very frightening hallucinations during sleep paralysis. They look mind-numbingly scary. They talk to me, touch me, drool on me, breathe hot breath into my ear, really sweet dreams. A couple months ago, a particularly scary demon creature was moving down the hallway toward my bed. He was huge. He filled the hallway. He was black and asymmetrical, lumpy, muscular, sharp with fangs and claws. I just couldn't take it, so I tore my soul out of my body. It truly felt like I had an out-of-body experience. When I say I tore my soul out, I mean it. It was incredibly hard to do, but I was just so scared. I sat up on my elbows and pulled, almost like my backside was stuck on a glue trap. Eventually, I got out. I looked back at myself as the hellbeast was leaning over my physical body, but I wasn't in there. It was just a shell. I moved into my kitchen and waited it out until the hallucination was over. When the air lightened and the static cleared, I joined my body once more and jolted awake. I've never had much of an opinion about whether the soul and the body are 2 separate entities, but I've felt them split. I shed my skin suit and I was free. When I was in 6th grade, there was this girl at school. I'm gonna call her Nellie. She was the popular girl, and had a million friends and tons of boys that liked her. There was something about her that just wasn't right. She had this weird influence over everyone, including the adults and teachers. She was way too aware for her age, and she knew how to get around things, and manipulate people that were way older than her. She seemed to know how to legitimately read minds as well. I remember once thinking a specific thought while walking close to her, and she responded aloud to what I was thinking, as if I had actually said something, which I know for a fact I didn't. I remember I was so shocked that I just stood there in awe, not knowing what to say. She definitely had some strange psychic abilities, and could force people to do things against their will by just thinking about it. She also had the most amazing luck I'd ever seen on anyone. She got whatever she wanted no matter how unlikely, and she seemed to draw luck away from everyone else. All her close friends and people she spent time with had terrible issues. 2 of her best friends' moms got cancer, one of them died, another broke her foot, and similar things happened to her other friends. For the brief time that I was her friend, I had 2 infections, once in my eye, after she complimented my new colored contacts, and once in my ear, only after she noticed my new earrings. I remember she was very beautiful, but her older brother was very unattractive and appeared almost to have stunted growth. They were close and they spent a lot of time together. I remember one instance where she got something she wanted that was super improbable. A speaker came to our school and was going to give away a special prize to one of the 3,000 kids at our school. We were all in the library waiting to hear who would win. I was watching Nellie and I saw her with this weird expression on her face like she was concentrating really hard. Immediately, the speaker drew a name from a hat and he called her name. She had won. She didn't even look surprised when she went to collect her prize. It was very creepy and unnerving. She had this weird effect on people where even if you didn't like her, you wanted to do anything for her. I have never seen anything like it in my 17 years on this earth, and I have met many popular girls, but none like her. I haven't seen her in nearly 7 years. We were only 11 at the time, but she was like an adult in a child's body. She knew everything that would happen, and knew exactly what to say in order to make you do something for her. She did not seem entirely human to me, almost like she was something else masquerading as a middle schooler. She had a deep, almost adult voice, and she didn't think like a child. I first met her in 4th grade, and even back then, she was so incredibly advanced that she had an entourage of friends, boyfriends, and other things that one doesn't normally have until middle or high school. She knew things in 4th grade about psychology and human nature that I didn't learn until recently. I have never seen someone so adept at controlling and manipulating people at such a young age. So, does anyone have any similar experiences with people who don't seem entirely human? This isn't a big one, but I thought I would share it anyways, as it's been on my mind recently. This happened a couple months ago. For some context, my mom works a night shift at a manufacturing factory in town. She works from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. and regularly gets home at around 7:40. On days I don't have work or school, I'll occasionally wake up when I hear her come in through the front door of the house, since my bedroom window is right next to the front entrance. It was one of those days, except this time I woke up to her opening the door to my room, which she does from time to time if I don't tell her I have a day off and thinks I overslept. My door is pretty loud and creaks, so I immediately sit up to the sound of it. Half annoyed, I mutter, "Oh, what do you want?" as I stared with my eyes half closed towards the door and see a dark silhouette in the half-open doorway peering in, whom I assumed was my mom. I rub my eyes to get them to open properly, but I realized that my door wasn't even open at all, and that it was only 7 a.m. My mom wasn't even home yet. I was still alone in the house. I brushed it off as a really weird dream and went back to sleep, and the rest of the day continued as normal. I have no idea who or what it was, and for some reason, I wasn't really creeped out until I thought about it again later and told my mother. All she told me was to make sure that I lock the doors properly. I just want a little advice. This all started around a good 3, maybe 4 months ago. I had a dream where I dreamt of walking through my local town with a group of people, but I couldn't see their faces. It was just a blur. But I could register the colors of their clothing vaguely. I woke up and thought nothing of it. I didn't know who these people were in any way. Then a few weeks later, I started this scheme in England called NCS, the National Citizen Service, where you're put with random people and you have to work together over the course of a few weeks to get a certificate at the end from the Prime Minister. Anyway, a week into this, I went to my local town and I got a huge smack of deja vu. The people who I had recently become friends with, who were strangers a few weeks ago, were all lined up in the exact same clothing, the exact same positions, walking in the exact same way, and in the exact same town that I was in my dream. Since then, I've had a few minor ones. I had one where I dreamt I was watching fireworks with my older brother, his girlfriend, and a stepson in the field I have never seen before. A week after, I went to a fireworks display with them in the field from the dream, with the same food stands, rides, etc. I don't know what this is, but if someone could offer me some advice, that would be great. I would love if I could see the lottery numbers in a dream, but that doesn't seem to be how it works. It seems more random. I'm not really sure if it's something paranormal, or maybe it's literally just by chance. Maybe it's just my brain tricking me. I'm not sure. Well, there you guys go. Those are 5 true strange experiences from Reddit. I'm not sure what else to call this because it's not all paranormal. Sometimes it's just a strange experience, and using the word paranormal might be the wrong idea. That said, I hope that you genuinely enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a like, that thumbs up button there. That helps way more than you will ever know. If you did enjoy it and you enjoy my voice, you're crazy. But if you did enjoy it, please consider subscribing. I intend to keep making videos. Subscribing tells me that you like what I do. Also, finally, please consider leaving a comment for me. I would love to hear from you, and I try my best to reply to all the comments in my videos as well, because I want you guys to know that I love you, and you're all amazing, and that, all that fun, heartwarming, cuddly, fuzzy YouTube narrator stuff that I don't know if any other narrator says. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed, but until next time, sleep well.